as our background is in research and not in filmmaking, we weren't so much thinking about, these categories of movies, short, mid-length, I think there is, and feature. We just starting making this movie, and we ended up with 60 minutes of movie, which we later found out when we entered, this whole festival logic. We found out that it's hard to fit in, actually. So we also had a shorter version. Actually, what we wanted to do, I'm not sure if we end up doing this, but we wanted to go to Calipatria, which is a prison that exists in Southern California, very close to the Mexican border, and interview people there, again, for not only interviewing them about their life story or why they are in prison, but also about their favorite movie and their relationship to their favorite movie, or maybe a movie scene can be also. And then we would process these interviews into a script, trying to use their language, their words, and then get back to them and discuss this with them. So that's the writing part. And for the place, or the model building, I see it as a form of location scouting. As it's the model building is also used as a practice in landscape design too, and it's not only to show somebody how your design is going to look. It's also it's a way of finding a design, because you don't just visualize one thing and then this is it. You have to work your way there somehow. So you have to try. It's try and error. And the conceptual part about all this is that both the interviews and the model building allows us to work with deconstruction and reconstruction. So it's a very playful back and forth, which I enjoy, and this is fruitful also for the research background. I have many favorite scenes. I mean, the one we are working now, maybe I can tell this one. I mean, we are processing this right now in a stand-in script I'm using to build the model. And it's a scene from No Country for Old Men. And it's the scene where the old guy who found the money, he comes back to the place where he found the money, because he's trying to help a guy who was left there. And it's like twilight, and it's in the middle of the desert. I think it's New Mexico. And suddenly some gringo gangsters arrive with pickup trucks and overhead lights. And they start to chase him because he has the money. And he runs through the desert until he reaches the Rio Grande, and they shoot at him, and he falls down the bank, I think you call it, of the river, and slides into the river, and that's the way he escapes. And the reason I like this scene is not only because of its violence or something, because it's a very violent movie, but with this twilight and the way it's cut, it has something very calm at the same time. the river, and it's very black, the Rio Grande, I don't know if you know it. And I think that's a genius scene because of that, because of the contradiction between this heavy violence and the peace within this scene. Yeah, it's strange.